Feel free to record. Ben, on ouvre la posture et tu yeah.
Yeah, great. When get one background, welcome to the studio.
Can you hear me, Baba?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You can, sir.
Oh, yeah, we are ready now. Yeah, I'm in a quiet place, so we can get started. Yeah,
you can go ahead. Okay. Yes. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Obviously, from my side as Raymond Mukwena from Equal News. So I'll just go to the first question. What was the ICANN or Fathering Initiative about?
so for let me say. We need to address the issues of fathering. So the ICANN of fathering is simply it's a dialogue where we bring men, their sons, grandfathers, uncle together so that we can deal. And I means involvement, that we need to empower the fathers to be involved in their sons and their daughters' lives. The letter C is consistency, that we as fathers are not consistent. One day we do this, the next day we do this, whatever. So we need to teach consistency. The letter A is to create awareness, because it is becoming difficult to be an effective father during the fourth industrial revolution. Now the coronas are here. Now the laws, it's as if they're favoring women, and a lot of things are happening. So the A is creating an awareness, but at the same time, the awareness of the gifts of the male seed, because God created men. So we need to create that awareness so that we talk about the good part. Unfortunately, the media is focused on the negative part, but we need to bring back the good part. And the letter N is to teach men on how to nurture. And nurturing your sons and your daughters and your spouse is not going to be easy. So the N also means never give up. So it's all about how the men can be involved. They can be consistent. We can create awareness and to nurture and not give up. So that is why we are launching the ICANN of Fathering on the 16th of December, 2021 at Oasis of Life.
Okay, sir. So from my side, I also wanted to understand from your side, that why did you guys decide to host that initiative?
Hey, Mtanaka Baba, man. Hey, right now it is looking dark, dismal, and difficult for women and children. The statistics are grim. The future is looking bleak for Abo Mama Nabantwana Betu. And unfortunately, if we don't take care of our women and our children, what kind of society are we building? So it was also one of the ways where we decided that we will also make our contribution to our part in creating the awareness, but not only creating awareness, equipping men so that we can change the statistics. Not looking good, Baba.
Yes, I'm trying to wrap my head around what you're saying. I would just also like to ask another question, which is what will men benefit from coming to that initiative?
We believe that men want to have a safe space. Amachita, we don't have safe space. It's always we are trash, we are labeled, whatever. So really, number one is why we want all the guys to be together. We want to create a safe space where we're going to deal with issues, because in daughter, my children are in daughter. Somehow the message gets along. We are not defensive, but I'm answering your question. So we're going to empower the men. We're going to equip the men with fathering skills. What do you mean fathering skills? One of the fathering skill is this, that for a child to be developed emotionally, the problem now is that we've got a lot of absent fathers. In the newspaper, some men are present in their absence. And then some men impregnated the woman. There's no child support. There is nothing. So we want, again, to be sure we empower and encourage the men with their presence is very, very, very important of the child being. Number two is that we want to encourage them that as fathers, they have been given the power and the authority to lay down the rules and to enforce them. But at the end of the day, the children wants to make fathers proud. So I believe that in that situation, we're going to teach fathers on how they in Jelamachita can promote inner growth and strength, because the statistics are clear. If a child grows up with a fatherless dad, the statistics are not looking good. So the whole thing then is create an environment and equip and enable the fathers fathering skills. Obviously, it's just a start. Remember, it's a 1-year program, Mr. Skakan, 1-year program. Events are good, but every month we will be dealing with serious issues. Example, how to father sons, how to father daughters. What about blended families? Ubaba uzanabantwana, umama uzabantwana. There's no school for that. So how do we therefore foster that common bond? What if you are divorced? What are your rights as far as taking care of your children? What if now you need to divorce and then till death, equal or to do us part? What about single fathering? What about you adopting? So there are some serious issues. Hence, I'm saying this is a 12-month program, but today, on that particular day, it's an awareness program where we're going to be enabling and empowering fathers on marriage, money, and manhood, the 3 M's.
So I also wanted to find out from you, Dr. Molapo, how is it important for obviously men in general to come with their sons to the initiative?
Chief, we thank God for take the girl child out. I don't have a problem. I support that. But the same girl must date my son, must marry my son, must be loboled by my son. So if we do not balance, we're creating another inequality now. Remember, we talk about gender equality. So now if we only develop the girl child at the expense of the boy, we're going to pay the price. So we are saying, let's do that parallel. I repeat, let's do that parallel. Why is that important for father and son to be in that meeting? One, so that we help our sons to develop the strength to face life. Life is not easy. Life is not a cakewalk. Life is difficult, and there are challenges that boys have to face when they grow up. But if they do not have a father figure, a coach and a mentor, they make the bad decision. So that's number one, to develop the strength of these young men and boys. Number two, we need to teach our sons on what is right. We are going to be vulnerable and honest. we've made some bad decisions because our fathers were not there, or if they were there, they never taught us what was right. So unfortunately, most of us, we took the wrong paths that looked lucrative, getting involved in gangsterism, drugs, and things like that. Number three, we're going to teach the sons about the importance of family. Family is important, to prioritize family. Number four, we're going to teach our boys on how we can affirm their choices, because our sons are going to be faced with dilemmas, with inking matata every day. How do they face that? Are they equipped to be able to make informed decisions? Again, number five is we're going to teach the sons on how to respect their women in their lives. And that is where gender-based violence starts. Because things don't end wrong, they start wrong. I repeat, things don't end wrong, they start wrong. So if these boys, those are bad choices. They don't respect, the women in their lives. And then, of course, the last one is between father and son, we need to create a friend. To our sons need to know we must be their friend. Yes, we are the fathers, but they can talk to us about anything. So that is why it is important for the father-son relationship that must be developed.
Okay, doctor. I heard you touched on about GBV. So what would you like to say, obviously, as a person who's more knowledgeable about GBV to the people out there?
I'm ashamed as a man. I'm ashamed as a father. I'm ashamed as a grandfather. The statistics are shocking. The reality is shocking. Unacceptable, disgusting, and demonic things as is bonayo. So that's all I can say. I'm just ashamed at this time to be alive and more and to see what this GBV is doing for women. Even in the midst of 16 days activism, the numbers are still high. So it means guys don't even respect it in these 16 days. Hence, I don't believe in 16 days of activism. I applaud the days, but I believe in 365 days or 366 days of gender-based violence free, reducing those figures, empowering both men and women, particularly Machita, so that we can be able to live right with our women folk and our children.
Okay, thanks a lot. So according to you as a man, doctor, what do you believe perpetuates GBV among our society?
My brother, I cannot say it's one thing. I think it's a variety of things, okay? That though one of those things can include the inequality between men and women, okay? Because we still have the patriarchy system, and there's no balance. So the inequality, but also culture. Culture is a contributory factor to gender-based violence. This one is a tough one. Even religion, Baba. Religion is a tough one, Baba. And we will be dealing with that because pastors will be there, whatever. So religion also is created a problem. And we like certain verses and we forget verses like, with God, there is no male or female, we are one. But you'll take one basic women submit under your husband. But as if we submit under God, we don't talk about that. So inequality between men and women, culture, religion, economic factors. Because if the truth be told, more women are dependent on Amajita. So that can also cause that. And maybe another thing is the media that promotes violence. Chief, have you watched some of the media stuff? Violence there against women is amazing stuff. So like I said, it's a variety of causes. I don't think you can just nail one thing. It's a lot of other causes that contribute to gender-based violence.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for your input. I'll go to my last question. From your side, obviously you are living in South Africa. So what do you think the government can do, obviously, to mitigate or solve that issue of GBV?
My brother, it's not only government. Let me rephrase. All of us have a part to play. Yes, the government must create an environment for women to be able to be articulate if there is sexual harassment, if there is harm or hurt, but the government must also empower Amapoisa way too, because some of our law enforcement people are in that area. It's dark. And then our government must also, and I know they're trying to do that by funding women's full participation in civil society, creating shelters. But again, government alone cannot do the job. It's all about partnership with people like you in the media, people like us and many other male-dominated organizations working together with women-owned organizations, because at the end of the day, it is a human problem. It is not just only a government or a man problem, it is a human problem. So I believe with events like this, that government must also support and encourage us so that we can begin to have the dialogue, but not only have the dialogue, have practical things that we can do so that we can be able to address the imbalances of the past, so as we create a new society for our children, male and female, and for the next generation of our society.
Okay, thanks for your informative input, Dr. Molapo. Obviously, we wish you all the best with your upcoming initiative. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. And if people want to know more information, you guys have got all that information that you can push for us. Is that right?
Oh, yes, indeed, Doctor. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Baba. I salute you. God bless, and see you soon with your son, if you've got a son. I'm seeing you on Thursday, 16. I'll have some tickets for the media. You must be there so that you can experience this thing that we're talking about. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Doctor.
I salute you, Baba. Thanks so much. God bless.
Same to you.